Now today is going to be one of those very unusual video ideas. The first ever on this channel hunting slash fishing challenge.
Jeez. Oh, it's a big hybrid. Oh, I can't. He's too big. Where's the net? Dude, look at the size of that thing. We are on some fish right now. He's big, Andrew. This is your PB right here.
Probably the biggest deer I've seen on camera all year, or one of, like a top 2 or 3.
Dude.
No way.
I got him, dude. Oh, I'm freaking out, dude. I'm about to fall out of my tree.
What is up, folks? Welcome back to another video. Now, today is going to be one of those very unusual video ideas that we're just going to try and see what happens. So here's the situation. We are at the last hour, the last 2 days of hunting season, deer hunting season here in Alabama. I was lucky enough to kill my first buck in the last hunting video. You guys saw that. It was a super awesome moment. What does he look like? Matt.
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's go, man. Dude, a little 6-point?
Oh, man.
That's a big deer, man.
He's a big deer.
Let's go, buddy.
That's your deer.
I will relish that forever, but I would love to get another deer down before season goes out. But here's the problem. It's 80 degrees out here, guys. Literally 80 degrees. It's February the 8th as we film this video. And when it's this warm, how can you not want to fish too? On this channel, we do a ton of fishing content. You guys know that, but we've been doing the deer hunting content as well that you guys have also been enjoying. So I figured, why can't we mix the two? Why can't we mix a little business and pleasure? You know what I mean? So what if we did the first ever on this channel hunting slash fishing challenge? The rules are simple. Myself, Andrew, and Justin right there are gonna take the Blue Betty, the boat, to the river, one of our favorite places to fish for largemouth bass and other stuff. We will have 3 hours to complete the following. We have to catch at least one largemouth bass, a keeper largemouth bass, and at least one hybrid or striped bass, which are some of the hardest fighting bass that I have ever dealt with. Once the fishing mission is complete, we will try to run back here to my property, and we will have only a couple hours of daylight left for our first hunt. During that hunt, I'm going to sit with Justin with a high-powered rifle. Andrew is going to be in a tree with his bow. The objective is simple at that point: to smoke a deer, get a white-tailed deer down that we can process with neighbor Daryl, maybe do a little catch, clean, cook at the end of this thing, who knows. Now, if we don't smoke a deer tonight, we do have tomorrow morning. That's kind of our last-ditch effort. I don't know about you guys, but this sounds like a whole lot of fun. Andrew, do you think this is possible?
I think so. I think we can do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Justin, you're from Michigan. What do you think about 80-degree weather in February?
I'm actually from Minnesota,
Nope,
but
dude,
I love...
Same thing, right, Andrew?
Same
I'm
thing.
So sorry, man.
I'm digging
Minnesota.
this. I haven't worn shorts in 6 months. Now we're going on the river.
Without further ado, let the first ever hunting and fishing challenge commence. Let's head to the river, boys.
Man, what a beautiful day. Golly, this is just tremendous. All right, folks, we made it to the river. What I'm kind of thinking as far as technique, if you guys have ever watched my channel before or seen me fish on the river, you know the Alabama rig is gonna be at the forefront of what we try to do today, because it just catches everything. It can catch those largemouth and the hybrid, so we might be able to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. But if that does not work, we've got a multitude of options, from a jig right there, we got a Texas rig on that one, brand new Guggen reel, by the way. We got a weightless lunker log right there, just in case. Have another A rig right there as a backup. And we got jerk bait, grande clutch, and just a big like swim bait head with a saucy swimmer. So needless to say, I think we've got just about every different style and technique that has ever worked on this river. We got it all covered. Well, I gotta throw the A-rig first. I mean, Justin's from Minnesota. He ain't never seen an A-rig before.
No, but I've always wanted to fish one. I've seen my share of videos, and I'm like, that has to work.
You knew that Alabama was a state, but you didn't know we had our own rig, did you?
I do.
This right here, this spot in particular, you got the dam, which is just beautiful scenery. But guys, look how many birds there are. We're talking about hundreds, perhaps thousands in the sky above, on the water. The river's running today, which almost always means the bite's gonna be good. And with all these birds that we're seeing right here with the current, this might be a nasty day. I'm gonna go ahead and start making some casts though out into this current, because that's where these hybrids normally hang out. I feel like we'll catch a largemouth bass along the way anyways, but I'm gonna target the hybrids because they can be a little bit tougher to catch. Water temp, we're still waiting to get a reading on that, but these things really thrive in that 55-degree water temp, maybe a little bit more. And I think that's exactly where we're gonna end up at. Gonna get that thing out there into that current, let her sink a little bit, and start bringing her in. This is one of the new Googan rods, by the way. This is the Muscle XL. So this is perfect for an Alabama rig with straight braid and just hard fighting fish. These are one of the many items that just dropped at GooganSquad.com recently. So make sure you guys go check all that stuff out. And as always, use code LOJO, save yourself a little bit of money. The interesting thing is I have not seen a single fish on the graph, but it doesn't mean they're not here. That just means they're like schooling up and kind of moving a lot. All right, little spot change here. That's fine. We're gonna do a lot of bouncing because these fish are known to kind of roam around looking for bait. Plus, we didn't see a single one on live scope right there. So we're gonna come back to that. Let's hit one of my favorite spots on the river, a little creek mouth opening that actually caught my biggest striper ever on this river at. We got a couple fish. Oh, I just got pecked, boys. Ooh, come on. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Oh, there's fish. We got fish at the creek mouth. That's great. Great news. Oh, not the tree. There we go. Good.
That was a money cast.
Thank you, buddy. Right off that tree. Come on, you jokers. Come on. We're on, baby. Oh, what do we got? Jeez. Oh. What do we got? Oh, it's a big hybrid. It's a biggin'. God, look at it. Oh, he's foul hooked too. I'm just gonna bring him in, Justin. Watch yourself. Yep. Oh, I can't. He's too big. Where's the net? Grab him, Andrew. Grab him for me. Let's go. Dude, look at the size of that thing. Oh my gosh. That's one of the bigger hybrids I've ever caught here. Dude, let's freaking go. We're spot locked up. We are great. Guys, finally saw some fish on the graph, on live scope. Just punch you right in the stomach. Oh, shoot.
You buddy.
Dude, I would be laughing at myself as I float down the river. Dude, look at that. So that's what we're after, Justin. This is like a 5-6 pound, maybe more than that, hybrid. Oh yeah, you're the man. Because these things will hurt you. Well, they got really sharp gill plate, so you can't gill them, but you can lip them, which is what I'm gonna try to do. Oh, please don't. Such a strong fighting fish. Look at that. Bad boy right there. Butterball, dude. We got to get a weight on this thing just because my PB hybrid's probably only like, well, I've caught like a 7 or 8 or maybe even a 10. I don't know. A lot of times you can't tell. A lot of times I haven't taken the time to weigh them. 0 or out. Dude, let's go, man. Come on, hold. Well, it won't hold, but it's showing like 7'11", 7'12", 7'14". That's almost an 8 pound hybrid right there, folks. Let's frickin' go. Oh. Give him a dip real quick. Oh, no! I lost him. It's fine. What a fish, man. More importantly, we marked off the hybrid bass from the list. Now, we'll probably catch a few more if they're eating like that today. Now we got to move on to the largemouth or the spotted bass, whichever one we can come across. Dude, let's freaking go, boys. That's a hell of a fish. It's just a really nice spot. God, look what he did to me. Look at this. This hook got bent out. The result of that fish is just gnarly. Y'all both said that was a dime cast too. It was perfect. Because I got it right down in there. There's a little hole right here at the mouth. I think that's where he was, just right in the bottom of it. On again. So the next lesson about hybrid fishing, if there's one, there's more. Gosh, they fight so hard. I don't think this one's as big, but you just don't know. Look at him, he's just swimming out. Oh, this is a normal size one right here, hooked in the mouth. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh yes, watch your legs, Justin. He's slinging hooks. Jesus. Okay, that's a more traditional catch right there. No, please don't, buddy. You're gonna kill me. I think there's some fish here, Andrew.
I think so too, buddy.
I think there's fish here. We certainly don't need to weigh that guy. But just a butterball, man. That almost looks like a striper. Look at those lines. I don't see any broken lines.
That's a striper, dude.
Might be a stripe. Well, there's some broken lines on his head. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. Still a beautiful fish. Dude, let's freaking go, man. All right, buddy. Thank you for the ride. Dude, I'm about to start handing y'all some rods if we're whacking them like this. Andrew, why don't you come grab this one?
Alright.
Don't gotta tell you twice.
I mean,
And then just as quickly as they're there, they can be gone. That's another thing about these fish. They're kind of, you know, they're fast movers. They cover a lot of water and they attack aggressively, but when they're gone, they're gone. It's funny because before I caught that second one, I was about to say, well, there should be more down there because that's normally how they are. And before I could even say it, slammed. There we go. That'll be fish number 3 right there.
Cast right there.
Let her sink. Like to have a couple of erratic movements right away, just in case there is one right there. And then I just mainly just go slow, and then I'll just throw in some yeet, yeet, yeet every now and again. Tell you what, I'm gonna do something silly. I'm gonna put the A-rig down for a minute. Just because this is a challenge, we can't forget that. We can't get buried into the fishing mindset of, oh, catch more, catch more, catch more. We need to catch the right fish. I think the old jerky jerk might be what can get the largemouth and the spotted bass out to play. I'd really love to catch one of each, to be honest with you. That would be sick. Plus, there's not a better lure for 52-degree water than a jerkbait. We on, baby. We on again. What do we got? He's gonna come over here to you, buddy, so
got bumped.
I don't know what. we are on some fish right now. I can't really tell. This feels like, that's another hybrid. Oh God, I just saw the boat. They fight so hard. Look at this, this is a little one, but dude, they're still there. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Look at him swimming, look at him trying. He is butterballed up too. I almost want to shake him loose so I don't have to deal with these treble hooks. These fish are just so hard fighting.
Hey.
Well, the hybrids are thick at this spot. So thick that I think we're only gonna have to give it a few more minutes before we move on. I know I hate to say that. Maybe we can get Andrew on one before we move on, but gotta stay focused on the challenge here, folks. Can't get bogged down by how fun these things are to catch. But hey, the Grande clutch is working too. That's exciting. And there's the old horn. That might mean they're opening it more. They might be ramping it up a notch. Dude,
10-foot wave.
which will be sick because by the time we come out of this would have replenished. Like this little mouth right here, it might replenish with bait, with everything. Man, this is working out good. I think it's time to head down this creek. We've caught 3 technically hybrid stripers, whatever you want to call them, and now it's time to move on to the next species of bass, which I think I said largemouth in the intro, but what I meant was largemouth or spotted bass because there's equal amounts of both in this river. So let's head down this little mysterious creek. I've been down it a few times. I've had some luck. Oh, you're on, dude. Andrew's on. Let's go, dude. That looks good, man. That looks good, dude. Is he working you?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, dude, that's a good one, man.
Yeah, that's a decent one.
He's working. Oh, dude, he's foul hooked too. Dude, he's big, man. He's big, Andrew.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is your PB right here. Oh, let's freaking go, dude.
Here he comes.
Oh, he tried to jump out of the net. Dude, that is a mass that's bigger than the one I just caught, I think. This one might be an 8 or 9 pound hybrid.
Let's go,
dude.
Smacked it
Let's
hard,
freaking
dude.
go. We just turned around. We were just parked right there where that fish was. Dude, look at that thing, man. Dear God. Let me get some pliers for you. You're gonna need them badly. That might be a 10 pounder right there. Look how fat.
Right,
look how fat he is, dude. He's so fat. Oh my God. I'm gonna get the scale ready. Oh yeah, keep him right there, brother. What do you think? Bigger than the one I caught or not? Yeah.
What was yours?
Mine was almost 8. He was like 714.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 9 or more. Let's keep it a suspense from Andrew. Oh, stop it, dude. You stop it. Oh, come on. Dude, 8'10".
Dang.
8
close.
pound, 10 ounce hybrid.
I'll take
Dude,
it.
that's a monster,
That's
man.
sick,
Grab a
dude.
hold of that thing. Dude,
Got it.
great fish, man. Holy moly.
That's it, dude.
That is a giant, look at his belly.
That's sick.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's bellied up.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Dude, good freaking job. We are crushing the
you,
hybrid
man.
game today.
Appreciate you, homie. Have a good life.
That's,
All right, dude. That
dude,
was sick.
that's so awesome,
That was
man.
sick.
On the A-rig, dude.
Slime on my face. Ugh.
Dude, when you loaded up and I saw your rod bit, I thought you were snagged again because it kind of, I mean, it was just doubled over. And then I saw the line moving. I was like, oh boy.
That was a big one. He hit me hard. He stopped me in my tracks. That was sick.
Dude, we haven't even made it down the creek yet. Like, we've just been out here for the last 30 minutes just ripping lips. That's probably like, that's 8 pounder, 7 pounder. The one was like a 4 or 5 pounder. We got like 20 something pounds of hybrids in just a few
Just like
minutes.
that, in one like 10-foot area.
Dude, now we can journey down the creek and see what's going on back here. If we got activity like that at the mouth of the creek, I can only assume that going down the creek is going to be good. I might flip this jig around a little bit. It's just a little juicy jig, Bandito bug trailer. Looking for that largie or a big spot, whatever. I'm not picky. Damn, look at this little freaking honey hole right here.
Right.
It's 3 feet deep. Talk about spawning activity. There's 100% going to be a bed here in like two months. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like going from getting a lot of action to nothing. That's what happens though when you switch from any other species to largemouth bass. It's just like, oh, well, this sucks. They're finicky. They're cold. Lord help them if they get a 2-degree decline in temperature. They just get crazy. All right, boys, we're blasting out of here. We're blasting out of here. I've had enough. All right, well, the creek was kind of a bust. Not a big deal, though, because we still have several spots that we have not even explored. The way the hybrid fishing was back out here on the main river, I have a feeling once we start checking a couple of my really good largemouth spots, we're going to have some luck. Truth be told, I've had problems with
I
it.
got something. No.
Oh,
I thought I did.
Andrew.
Like these trees and the stripers, they hit the same, man.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Gone?
I just got a hit.
Oh, I've been seeing them out there. That does not surprise me. Did it feel like a ton of bricks that hit it?
At least a half a sack.
At least a half ton?
Yeah, at least a half. Yeah, look, boom.
That's,
Definitely
oh,
hit
dude,
it.
just gnarled you.
Yep,
Dude hit it so hard that he knocked one of the baits up and wrapped it around the line.
that's insane.
Got it. Back at the dam.
Damn.
Well, one thing I know about this spot, every single fish that you want to catch congregates here. It's one of those few places where you could catch a hybrid, a spotted bass, a largemouth, a big catfish, a gar, all in one little small stretch. There's a ton of shallow rock right here, so it makes it a little sketchy in the boat, but we're gonna do the best we can. Oh, dude, this is, oh, wow. Don't like the looks of that. Oh, man, this is exactly what you want. This is slack water, no wind. There should be bass right here. All right, well, we've officially reached the point of no return. We cannot fish any longer, although I'd like to. If we're gonna get back and hunt at all this evening, we gotta leave the water now. Don't worry, I'm changing the rules. And because we caught so many nice hybrids, and you broke your PB.
Sure did.
That's a broken PB. That's got to count as a successful fishing challenge. I think it's time for some hunting anyways. We absolutely smoked the hybrids this morning. Now it's time to go smoke a healthy white-tailed deer, hopefully a big buck. It's the middle of the rut right now. You guys just stay tuned, sit back, relax. This challenge is only halfway over. All right, we just made it back to the property, folks. I got the rifle. Andrew's got the bow and the e-bike, so you're going deep to the very far back of the property. You're gonna climb a tree.
Yep.
Me and Justin are gonna get into one of our box stands back there. So that's where we're gonna go. See you guys there.
Boom.
All right, folks, we've made it to the stand, and just to get you guys at home oriented to where we are. So we are at what's called the Hammer. That's a big box stand. We've sat here before. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of shooting lanes, and then just a bunch of tall grass in between. We've had big scrape activity all the way in the far right corner. This is a big pass-through spot for deer to be Now Andrew, he's gonna be down there in Buck Ridge, which is the very deepest, darkest part of the property. It's down there in a bottom. It's really nasty terrain, but you know the big deer travel through there because we get them on cameras all the time back there. Trying to shoot a big buck. Season ends tomorrow, so if we need some more meat in the freezer, a doe would do too. We'll see. There's so many objects in this field that look like a deer shape, you know what I mean? Well, we haven't seen a whole lot of anything yet. We've been sitting here for like an hour. We haven't seen anything. Not even the turkeys. We still got like an hour left of shooting light. I think we're officially out of light, folks.
Give me a little one-liner and then hit it. What do you got? Something inspirational, motivational.
If I make this shot, me and Andrew will both kill a trophy buck tomorrow morning. Oh! If I make this one of us will kill a trophy buck tomorrow. Give it to me.
God dang it, dude.
What about this? There will be bloodshed tomorrow morning.
I like it. Dang it, dude. You're digging us a hole.
Here, yeah, no, please change my luck.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Change our luck a little bit. See, it's not that easy.
Dude, it's not that easy.
Hey there, Daryl.
I don't see no horn sticking up.
It's too hot today. God, it was like 82 degrees when we got out there, wasn't it? So we didn't see anything tonight. That's fine. We still got tomorrow morning. We're not out of the game yet. Mornings have been hunting better over here anyways. Give us more time to think about it. We were rushing trying to get back from the river just to hunt this evening. I think tomorrow morning we're gonna have a lot better luck. This challenge is still live. We got white-tailed deer coming. See you guys then. All right, folks, we're all set up at the shrine to hunt this morning. This is by far my most confident stand on the property. It's where I killed my first deer last year. Got a wild new twist going on. The last 3 days, we have seen 3 different trophy racked bucks walk through this property. These bucks are, they're different as far as size, width, height, the number of points, but they're all amazing shooter bucks. Really hopeful that one of these big deer are gonna walk out in front of one of us the day before season ends. That would be so freaking sweet. Okay. Now it's raining. No, I like this. This morning, I feel like it's shaping up to give us an opportunity. Now, like I said earlier in this video, I do need meat in the freezer. So I could shoot a doe, but I definitely don't want to shoot a doe this early. This whole time, I completely forgot that Andrew's in a freaking tree. Just getting rained on. He just texted me. We got coyotes howling, we got deer walking. We got Andrew in a freaking tree getting pissed on. Poor Andrew. Hey man, he's a trooper. I just had a turkey run up on us at about 10 yards. Three toms, gobblers, whatever. Dude, that was kind of crazy. Turkeys are so funny looking, especially when they run. They're just, the whole body's just. Andrew, I'm sorry, man. There was no rain in the forecast. Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't know much about turkeys, but these things are freaking wild. Like, what are they even doing right now? It's like they were chasing one. Like they were all chasing one, right? I can't wait for turkey season when we just will see 0 turkeys. At all deer season, that's all we've been seeing is turkeys. Andrew had to bail, and I don't blame him. He was soaking wet, and I know he was cold. He's back at my house, but me and Justin are going to continue to sit here for a little bit longer. I think we have a gap in the rain, according to the radar. Maybe that rain will trigger these deer to get up, shake themselves off, get dry, and find some food or something. I don't know.
Dude, so first of all, how wet are you right now?
Well, right now I'm pretty good, but right after hunting I was soaked.
We were just sitting there. We were literally, me and Justin were sitting there like, just, we were laughing, but not laughing at you. We were just like, geez, are you kidding
All
me?
I could do was laugh, man. I was watching the water just drip off my hat, and I was like, I'm in it.
Dude,
I'm in it.
so you saw nothing?
Nothing.
Dang.
Turkeys.
Yeah, dude, you saw turkeys too?
Oh yeah.
Dude, we were just staring at like 20 freaking turkeys the whole time.
Everywhere.
I was so sad for you because I knew you were gonna have to leave because there's no way you can weather through that. It was like 58 degrees.
And it
and soaking
down,
wet.
dude.
Yeah, you can't deal with that no matter how tough you are. I'm sorry. By the way, I have a question for you. Are your socks wet?
Dude, they're not.
Do you know why they're not
Dry.
wet? I don't know if you guys are aware, but alpaca socks is a thing, okay? It's a thing. Alpaca fur, for some reason, it dries faster, it stays warmer longer than wool. I know it sounds crazy, alpaca versus wool, whatever, cotton, but alpaca is the real freaking deal.
Yeah,
it's
I'll
crazy.
appreciate you.
These are Altera is the brand of these. They were nice enough to send us a bunch. My favorite part is the motivational phrasing on there, you know what I mean? So if you're feeling really down, it's like, no wait, you should explore. Big shout out to Altera for sending us a bunch of alpaca socks. And now I am I'm a alpaca only sock kind of guy. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. There'll be a link in the description. Go check them out. They're cool people. All right, folks, so fast forward like 12 hours. We tried to get back out there yesterday evening. We tried to hunt. We got rained out. So today is February the 10th, right there, as you guys can see. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Today is it. Like, deer hunting is over today at sundown. That's when the season is over. Now, I couldn't hunt this morning. Had to take the kids into school. My wife and I are going out of town. I cannot hunt. So last night, I was checking some trail cam footage, and I saw something pretty wild. About 30 minutes after Andrew climbed down out of his tree because he was getting just wet as hell, a giant deer walked through the very area he was hunting. Now this deer right here is probably the biggest deer I've seen on camera all year, or one of like a top 2 or 3 biggest that we've ever seen on the property. And to add insult to injury, about 30 minutes after that, the deer came back through. So if Andrew had been sitting there his normal time period, he would have had 2 different opportunities to shoot that deer. Just mind-boggling because the rain, why rain, why? So anyways, Andrew is back out there right now. He's giving it a go. He's gonna hang up in that tree all morning. He's already seen a doe down there. Everything's lining up for this to happen. He is our last hope to complete this hunting and fishing challenge. Good luck, Andrew.
Dude.
No way.
I got him, dude.
You got it?
I got him, dude.
No way. Is he down?
I think, oh, dude, it was a good hit. Oh, dude.
Oh, shoot.
It was the big one, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's that same one. It's the biggest one I've seen.
Dude, he snuck in behind me. I just happened to hear, and dude, he was completely behind me. Oh, I'm freaking out, dude. I'm about to fall out of my tree. Oh, dude.
Okay, so he snuck in behind you. What?
Dude, yeah, so I'm just sitting here, I'm looking, you know, where I think he came from yesterday. Like, there's a clear as day trail and a rub, actually, or a scrape, either way. But I'm looking at that trail, I haven't moved, I feel like, in 4 hours. And then I hear like a splash in the mud puddle, you know, that big mud puddle right down here at the base of Buck Ridge?
Yeah.
So I hear a splash in the puddle behind me, and I turn around, and dude, he's just standing there.
The big one,
Yeah.
the one from the trail cam.
The big one, dude. So I like slowly start working, and he looks like he's about to leave, but then he whips around, and he basically is coming the exact same way we would have got him in the trail cam. I hit him. He had the arrow in him when he ran away. I seen it.
Dude, this is freaking crazy. So when you went to call me just a minute ago, I was like, oh my God, he's calling me. That's either got to be something really good or really bad. Did you hear him crash or anything?
I didn't hear. He booked hard. He took off real hard, and I saw the arrow sticking out of him when he took off.
My Lord.
Oh, dude, I can't move right now. I might fall out of the tree, so I'm gonna be sitting here for a little bit.
Guys, I know you just heard that. Andrew fired a shot at that giant freaking buck with his bow. He says it was a good hit. He sounded incredibly shaken up when he first called me, so I know he is hyped. Oh my gosh, I'm leaving in like 45 minutes. I don't know how this is about to go, but we're gonna find this deer. We're gonna get it on camera. This is the biggest deer of Andrew's life. This is the biggest one I've ever seen. This is so incredible. I'm so happy for him. We gotta find that deer though. Stay tuned. All right, well, we got to go get an update on this situation. I'm gonna head to where Andrew is right now. Guys, can you believe this? I cannot believe that Andrew got a shot at that monster only a day after first seeing him on camera. I mean, this is nutty. I'm so happy for Andrew. I hope we find this dang deer. That's all I can say.
I wish you could have been here. It was insane.
Dude, I know.
Did you even realize that I got here an hour and a half?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was in here early. The reason I did that is because when I came in yesterday morning, you know, I spooked those two does. They were like right over there.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to avoid that.
Right.
Dude, I was in my stand 20 minutes and I heard something splashing through here and it went and it drank out of that same mud hole that I called old buddy in. And I think that was that smaller one because I couldn't see him until he got over the water and the moon was reflecting a little off the water.
Right.
And he was backlit a little and I could see he had points, but I couldn't
Well, no,
tell.
I've been seeing another smaller one in here, like a spike here and there.
Yeah, I was sitting there just watching. And like I said, I heard a little splash in this mud over here, and I just turned and looked over my shoulder, and he was just standing there, just nonchalantly standing there. So I started getting ready, and he started walking this way, and then he turned back that way, and he got over in that little clearing right in front of that tall tree, and he started kind of looking at me a little bit, like he knew something was there, but he wasn't sure. So right when he started doing that motion that he was about to wheel out, I sent it. And dude, he ran off with my arrow, so I definitely hit him, but I only saw it for that quick.
But how do you feel about the shot?
I feel good about it. It looked like it was in the, it was sticking in him halfway, so I'm thinking I either caught a rib. Or shoulder.
But you're in his vitals,
Open his
though.
shoulder.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Have you found blood yet?
The thing is with him carrying my arrow, he's gonna be stopping the blood from coming out.
He's not gonna bleed much.
So until he jerks the arrow out on a branch or something.
Luckily, it's so thick.
I kind of have
he
an
could've-
idea where he ran, but he got behind these palmettos, and they're so thick right here that I don't know where he went past that.
Dude, good freaking job,
Thanks, man. Last day.
Dude, I filmed the whole thing last night. I was telling the audience, it's like, guys, look at this deer that came in right after Andrew left. Came in there twice within 45 minutes. Like, he came through and then came back through. So I was like, dude, you have to hunt this morning because you have to kill this thing because I'm not going to be able to. Dude, he was massive. It might be the biggest deer we've seen on the property this year.
I've ever seen. 100%.
Well, seen on the property at all. Like, all the ones we've seen coming through, I think he might be the biggest one we've even seen on. It's been
45 minutes.
almost an hour since you shot, between 45 minutes and an hour. I think we could at least try to find some initial blood.
This is where I sent it.
You smoked
About
them?
in this area. I lied to you. I did find some blood. There. And then he ran in this direction, and I know he didn't curl that way because I would have seen him.
Right. Let the search for initial blood. Well, we got initial blood. We know he jumped over that log, but then, I mean, you guys see the kind of terrain we're working with here. We got swamp, water. This is going to take, we might need some help down here. I'm going to go ahead and put the call out. I might hit Jay up too, just see if he's free right now. We might need multiple people out here looking for this deer. Well, we haven't found any blood yet. Andrew said the arrow was sticking out of him still when he ran off, so he's probably not going to bleed that much until he busts off the arrow. Problem is, I mean, well, it's not it's the thickest part of the property. It's the wettest part of the property. Tons, I mean, it's just so thick right here. It's incredibly thick. So we got different people coming to help. We got Jay coming out here to help. Got the previous property owner, Neil, is coming out to help. May have to bring the old thermal drone back out here. In fact, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Probably going to end up with a thermal drone at some point. We just found this rub right here. The guys back there are 100% positive that's him. As Daryl's told us before, the bigger the tree, the bigger the deer. That is a good sized tree right there. So we're going to throw everything we have at this recovery. Unfortunately, I've got to go, which just makes me sick that I'm going to miss the glorious moment where Andrew finds this thing. Guys, what can I say? The deer was not found. This is about 3 days later. I'm back from my little mini vacation with my wife. They did not find that deer, guys. Oh, It hurts me to say that. I don't want to draw this video out any longer than it has to be, but we launched the thermal drone, the same one we used last time when I was hunting a trophy buck. We had 4 or 5 guys out there walking around looking for blood. We got dogs out there at one point in time. A lot of this didn't get filmed because it was such a hectic, chaotic scene. I had to leave. People were going here, and I didn't want cameras getting dropped in the swamp, so I was just like, man, y'all don't worry about the camera, just go find the deer. Condolences to Andrew. He had a tough time dealing with this. He's gonna have a tough time dealing with this for a long time because this is just a horrible event to take place. But we've all been there, especially bow hunters. You guys know, if you're a bow hunter, if you know a bow hunter, this happens a lot. Needless to say, guys, this was an amazingly fun video to make. I just hate that it ended on a heartbreaking note like that. But hey, it's part of hunting. Speaking of hunting, deer hunting season is over here in Alabama, so you will not see any more of that content anytime soon. We're gonna do a little bit of squirrel and coyote stuff here and there, maybe. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Anyways, folks, thank you so much. I am out of here. On to the next video. See you later.